This booklet explains what Supplemental Security Income, SSI, is, who can get it, and how to apply. For information specific to you, talk with a Social Security representative. The Social Security Administration manages the program. The SSI is not paid for by Social Security taxes. U.S. Treasury general funds, not the Social Security trust funds, pay for SSI. What is SSI? SSI makes monthly payments to people who have low income and few resources, and who are age 65 or older, blind, or disabled. If you're applying for SSI, you should also read what you need to know when you get Supplemental Security Income. Note, disabled or blind children whose parents have little income or resources may be eligible for Supplemental Security Income benefits as well. The basic SSI amount is the same nationwide. Many states, however, add money to the basic benefit. You can call us to find out the amounts for your state. Rules for getting SSI. Your income and resources. Whether you can get SSI depends on your income and resources, the things you own. Income. Income is money received such as wages, Social Security benefits, and pensions. Income also includes such things as food and shelter. The amount of income you can receive each month and still get SSI depends partly on where you live. You can call us to find out the income limits in your state. Social Security doesn't count all of your income when you decide whether you qualify for SSI. For example, we do not count the first $20 a month of most income you receive, the first $65 a month you earn from working, and half the amount over 65. Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, benefits, formerly known as food stamps. Shelter you get from private, nonprofit organizations, and most home energy assistance. If you're married, we include part of your spouse's income and resources when deciding if you qualify for SSI. If you're younger than age 18, we include part of your parents' income and resources. And if you're a sponsored non-citizen, we may include your sponsor's income and resources. If you're a student, some of the wages or scholarships you receive may not count. If you're disabled but working, Social Security does not count wages you use to pay for items or services that help you to work. For example, if you need a wheelchair, the wages you use to pay for the wheelchair don't count as income when we decide if you qualify for SSI. Also, Social Security does not count wages a blind person uses for work expenses. For example, if a blind person uses wages to pay for transportation to and from work, the wages used to pay the transportation cost aren't counted as income. If you're disabled or blind, some of the income you use for training or to buy items you need to work may not count. Resources, or things you own. Resources that we count in deciding if you qualify for SSI include real estate, bank accounts, cash, stocks, and bonds. You may be able to get SSI if your resources are worth $2,000 or less. A couple may be able to get SSI if they have resources worth $3,000 or less. If you own property that you are trying to sell, you may be able to get SSI while trying to sell it. Social Security doesn't count everything you own in deciding whether you have too many resources to qualify for SSI. For example, we do not count the home and land where you live, life insurance policies with a face value of $1,500 or less, your car, usually, burial plots for you and members of your immediate family, and up to $1,500 in burial funds for you and up to $1,500 in burial funds for your spouse. Other rules you must meet. To get SSI, you must live in the United States or the Northern Mariana Islands and be a U.S. citizen or national. In some cases, non-citizen residents can qualify for SSI. For more information, read Supplemental Security Income for Non-Citizens. If you're eligible for Social Security or other benefits, you must apply for them. If eligible, you can get SSI and other benefits. If you live in certain types of institutions, you may get SSI. If you live in a city or country rest home, halfway house, or other public institution, such as jail or prison, you usually can't get SSI, but there are some exceptions. If you live in a publicly operated community residence that serves no more than 16 people, you may get SSI. If you live in a public institution, mainly to attend approved educational or job training to help you get a job, you may get SSI. If you live in a public emergency shelter for the homeless, you may get SSI. If you live in a public or private institution and Medicaid is paying more than half the cost of your care, you may get a small SSI benefit. If you had a felony arrest warrant for escape from custody, flight to avoid prosecution or confinement, or flight escape, you usually can't get SSI. If you violated a condition of your probation or parole under federal or state law, you usually can't get SSI. How to apply for SSI. If you plan to apply for SSI, you can complete a large part of your application by visiting our website at www.socialsecurity.gov. You can also call us toll-free at 1-800-772-1213 to ask for an appointment with a Social Security representative. If you plan to apply for Social Security or SSI disability benefits, a good place to start is www.socialsecurity.gov/disability. Parents or guardians usually can apply for blind or disabled children under age 18. In some cases, other third parties can apply for children. You should bring certain items when you apply. Even if you don't have all of the things listed below, apply anyway. The people in the Social Security office can help you get whatever is needed. Please bring your Social Security card or a record of your Social Security number, your birth certificate, or other proof of your age. Information about the home where you live, such as your mortgage or your lease and landlord's name. Payroll slips, bank books, insurance policies, burial fund records, and other information about your income and the things you own. The names, addresses, and telephone numbers of doctors, hospitals, and clinics that you have been to if you are applying for SSI because you are disabled or blind. Proof of U.S. citizenship or eligible non-citizen status, and your checkbook or other papers that show your bank, credit union, or savings and loan account number. If you're approved for SSI, you must receive your payments electronically. We can make payments via direct deposit, the Direct Express card program, or an electronic transfer account. For more information, visit www.godirect.org. A note for people who are blind or disabled. If you're blind or disabled and working, there are special rules to help you. You may be able to get SSI payments while you work. As you earn more money, your SSI payments may be reduced or stopped, but you may be able to keep your Medicaid coverage. You also may be able to set aside some money for a work goal or to go to school. In this case, the money you set aside won't reduce the amount of your SSI. Blind or disabled people who apply for SSI may get free special services to help them work. These services may include counseling, job training, and help in finding work. You can get more information in Working While Disabled, How We Can Help. Publication number 05-10095. Right to appeal. If you disagree with a decision made on your claim, you can appeal it. The steps you can take are explained in your right to question a decision made on your Supplemental Security Income claim. Publication number 05-11008. You may handle your own SSI case or appeal with free help from Social Security. You also have the right to have someone represent you. There are rules about who can represent you and what your representative can do. We'll work with your representative as we would work with you. Ask us if you want to find out how you can appoint someone to act on your behalf. You also can find more information about representation in your Right to Representation, publication number 05-10075, or on our website at socialsecurity.gov/representation. You may be able to get other help. If you get SSI, you also may be able to get help from your state or country. For example, you may be able to get Medicaid, food, or other social services. Call your local social services department or public welfare office for information about the services available in your community. Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, food stamps. If you get SSI, you might be able to get help through the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, formerly known as food stamps. If everyone in your home is applying for or getting SSI, you can apply for SNAP at a Social Security office. If you don't live in a home in which everyone is applying for or getting SSI, visit www.fns.usda.gov/SNAP to find out how to apply. For more information, ask for Nutrition Assistance Programs, publication number 1010. Medicaid. When you get SSI, you also may get Medicaid, which helps pay doctor and hospital bills. Your local welfare or medical assistance office can give you information about Medicaid. Help paying for Medicare. If you get Medicare and have low income and few resources, your state may put your Medicare premiums and, in some cases, other Medicare expenses, such as deductibles and co-insurance. Only your state can decide if you qualify. To find out if you do, contact your state or local welfare office or medical assistance Medicaid office. You can get more information about these programs from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, CMS, by calling the Medicare toll-free number, 1-800-MEDICARE, 1-800-633-4227. If you're deaf or hard of hearing, call TTY 1-877-486-2048. You may be able to earn extra help paying for annual deductibles, monthly premiums, and prescription copayments related to the Medicare Prescription Drug Program Part D. You may qualify for extra help if you have limited income, tied to the federal poverty level, and limited resources. These income and resource limits change each year and aren't the same as the SSI income and resource limits. Contact Social Security for the current limits. You can apply online for extra help or get more information at www.socialsecurity.gov/extra help. You can also apply or request an application by phone, or you can apply at your local Social Security office. If you have both Medicaid with prescription drug coverage and Medicare and SSI, or if your state pays for your Medicare premiums, you automatically will get this extra help and you don't need to apply. You may be able to get Social Security. If you have worked and paid into Social Security long enough, you also may be eligible for Social Security benefits while you are receiving SSI. Retirement benefits can be paid to people age 62 or older and their families. Disability benefits go to people with disabilities and their families. Survivors' benefits are paid to the families of workers who have died. If you think you may qualify for Social Security benefits, call us to make an appointment to talk with a Social Security representative.